Imagine you're moments away from giving a pivotal presentation. The room is filled with eager faces, your notes are neatly arranged, and every fiber of your being is prepared to shine. Yet, just as you begin to speak, a chorus of doubts invades your mind. What if I fail? What if they laugh at me? What if I'm just not good enough? In that split second, your heart races, your palms sweat, and the power of these negative thoughts seems to drown out your confidence. Before we continue, if you find this message inspiring, please take a moment to like and subscribe to Daily Positivity for more empowering insights and daily reminders to help you overcome self-doubt and live your best life. It might surprise you to learn that such intrusive thoughts are not anomalies. They are a daily reality for many. Research indicates that up to 80% of our thoughts can be negative. However, these negative thoughts are not a reflection of reality. They are simply patterns our brains have developed over time, shaped by past experiences, societal pressures, and the evolutionary need to survive. At the very core of our thinking lies a survival mechanism that was essential for our ancestors. In ancient times, our forebears faced constant threats from predators, harsh environments, and rival tribes. Their survival depended on quickly identifying and responding to danger, so the human brain evolved to be hyper-alert to potential threats. Even in today's safe and controlled environments, this instinct remains, manifesting as an automatic focus on potential failure or criticism. It is no coincidence that even after receiving a dozen compliments, one might fixate on a single piece of negative feedback. This inherent sensitivity to negativity, once crucial for survival, now fuels modern anxiety and self-doubt. The habitual nature of these negative thoughts is particularly striking. They are not mere random occurrences. Instead, they form deep-seated patterns reinforced over time. When you constantly encounter challenges and respond with self-criticism or fear, you begin to see yourself through a distorted lens of inadequacy. Imagine having a persistent internal dialogue that repeats phrases like, "I'm not good enough," or "I always fail." Over time, these repeated messages take on a life of their own, reinforcing a negative self-image and coloring every new experience. Recognizing that these thoughts are simply habitual patterns, and not absolute truths, is the first critical step toward reclaiming control over your mind. Central to this transformation is the battle within, the struggle to control your inner dialogue. Your inner voice, the constant stream of thoughts that flows through your mind, wields enormous power over your self-esteem and the quality of your experiences. Left unchecked, negative self-talk can undermine your confidence and limit your potential. Yet you possess the remarkable ability to change the narrative. Instead of succumbing to the damaging refrain of, "I'm not good enough," consider pausing and asking yourself whether that thought is grounded in facts or merely a product of fear. Imagine if a dear friend expressed such a sentiment about themselves. Chances are, you would immediately offer comfort, encouragement, and a reminder of their strengths. It is equally important to extend the same compassion to yourself. One practical method to shift your internal dialogue involves replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations. While this may sound simplistic, the power of affirmation lies in its capacity to gradually rewire your brain. The more you consciously affirm positive statements, the more you encourage your mind to embrace optimism. For instance, when the thought, "I always fail," arises, follow it with, "I am learning and growing every day." When the voice says, "I'm not good enough," respond internally with, "I am capable and worthy of success." And when you catch yourself comparing your journey to others, remind yourself that, "I am on my own unique path, and comparisons are meaningless." With time, this practice transforms your inner dialogue from one of self-doubt to one of empowerment. Yet, transforming negative thoughts into positive ones involves more than simply repeating affirmations. It is also about breaking the cycle of negativity. Negative thoughts often reinforce themselves, creating a loop where each doubt validates the next. When you begin to doubt your abilities, your mind instinctively searches for evidence to confirm that doubt, thereby deepening the negative cycle. Breaking this cycle begins with awareness. The next time you notice a negative thought emerging, pause and write it down. This act of journaling not only externalizes the thought but also provides a moment to critically examine its validity. Ask yourself whether the thought is based on evidence, or if it is merely an irrational fear. More often than not, you will discover that the fear lacks any factual basis. Once you have challenged the negative thought, replace it with a balanced and encouraging statement. For example, instead of thinking, "I will fail at this presentation," remind yourself, "This presentation is challenging, but I have prepared well and I will do my best." Over time, this method of challenging and replacing negative thoughts weakens their hold over your mind, allowing more rational and supportive messages to take root. Your environment plays an equally crucial role in shaping your thought patterns. The influences surrounding you, ranging from the people you interact with to the media you consume, can either uplift your spirit or deepen your negativity. Constant exposure to negative news, social media feeds that foster unhealthy comparisons, or even pessimistic individuals can reinforce harmful thought patterns. Recognizing this, it becomes essential to consciously curate your environment. Surround yourself with uplifting, growth-minded individuals who inspire you and challenge you to be the best version of yourself. Balance your consumption of news and social media with content that motivates and encourages positivity. Perhaps set aside time to read inspiring books, listen to motivational podcasts, or even create a dedicated space in your home where you can engage in mindfulness and reflection. By consciously shaping your environment, you build a buffer against the relentless stream of negativity and create a supportive atmosphere that nurtures a positive mindset. Another powerful tool in your quest to rewire your brain is the practice of gratitude. When you focus solely on what you lack, your mind becomes entrenched in a mindset of scarcity and inadequacy. Conversely, shifting your focus to the things you do have opens up a world of abundance and possibility. Gratitude is not merely about acknowledging the major successes in life. It is also about recognizing and cherishing the small, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. Establishing a daily gratitude practice can profoundly alter your perspective. For instance, every day, take a moment to reflect on and write down 3 things you are grateful for. These might include a supportive conversation with a friend, the simple beauty of a sunset, or a small personal achievement. Over time, this habit will shift your mental focus from what is missing to what is abundant in your life, fostering a sense of well-being and contentment that can transform how you perceive challenges. The journey to overcoming negative thinking is not about completely erasing negative thoughts from your mind. Rather, it is about acknowledging their presence and learning to navigate them with awareness and resilience. Recognizing that these thoughts are a natural part of the human experience is important. They do not define you or determine your future. Instead, view them as signals, opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Begin by acknowledging each negative thought as it arises, then pause to evaluate its validity before allowing it to shape your actions. Develop a consistent practice of journaling, where you note down these thoughts and then challenge their authenticity. In doing so, you reclaim the power over your inner dialogue and begin the process of rewriting your mental narrative. Change is a process, one that requires patience, persistence, and a long-term commitment. The methods and techniques you adopt today, whether it's the consistent use of positive affirmations, the diligent practice of gratitude, or the deliberate effort to reshape your environment, are steps along a journey that will yield profound, lasting changes over time. There will undoubtedly be days when negative thoughts creep back in, when old habits resurface, and when challenges seem overwhelming. In those moments, remember that setbacks are not failures but rather opportunities to learn and grow. Each time you successfully challenge a negative thought, you build a mental resilience that strengthens your capacity for positivity. Consider the transformative journey of someone like Alex, a young professional who once struggled daily with self-doubt. Alex's internal narrative was dominated by thoughts of inadequacy and fear, particularly at the onset of new projects or challenging work situations. Yet, by embracing the practice of journaling and consciously replacing negative statements with affirming ones, Alex gradually witnessed a profound transformation. With each day that he committed to this process, his fear of failure diminished, and his confidence blossomed. Alex's story is a testament to the remarkable power of persistence and self-compassion in reshaping one's mental landscape. Modern neuroscience further reinforces the optimism of change through the concept of neuroplasticity, which tells us that the brain is not a static organ but one that can reorganize itself by forming new neural pathways. Every time you consciously challenge a negative thought and replace it with a positive affirmation, you are reinforcing a new neural pathway. With sufficient repetition and consistency, this new pathway becomes the dominant route, gradually altering your natural mode of thinking. Techniques such as mindfulness meditation and cognitive behavioral strategies provide structured, evidence-based methods for identifying and restructuring harmful thought patterns. By incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you not only mitigate negative thinking but also build a robust foundation for long-term emotional well-being. As you begin to adopt a more positive mindset, every aspect of your life, personal relationships, professional endeavors, and even casual interactions, starts to transform. Challenges begin to look like opportunities, failures become lessons, and your overall experience of life grows richer and more fulfilling. Moreover, as you radiate positivity, you naturally influence those around you, creating a ripple effect of encouragement and inspiration. Friends, family members, and colleagues who observe your transformation may themselves be motivated to explore new ways of thinking and living. In this way, your personal growth contributes to a larger, collective shift toward a more supportive and uplifting community. Ultimately, overcoming negative thinking is a continuous, evolving journey. It is about developing an acute awareness of your thought patterns, challenging them when necessary, and replacing them with a narrative that empowers rather than diminishes. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory, a testament to your resilience and capacity for change. The process may be gradual, and the challenge is persistent, but with each passing day, you will notice a subtle yet profound shift in your mindset. The journey to a positive mindset is deeply personal and uniquely challenging. It requires a long-term commitment to self-improvement and the willingness to confront aspects of yourself that you might have long ignored. Yet, the rewards of such commitment are immeasurable. Not only do you gain greater control over your internal dialogue, but you also develop the tools necessary to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and confidence. Embracing this mindset means accepting that while negative thoughts will sometimes arise, they no longer dictate your reality. Instead, you have learned to challenge, transform, and ultimately rise above them. Every time you choose to replace a negative thought with a positive one, you take an active step toward a life of fulfillment, abundance, and self-assurance. It is a reminder that you are not defined by your fears or your failures, but by your resilience, your courage, and your unwavering commitment to growth. As you continue on this journey, take a moment each day to reflect on the progress you have made. Celebrate the small victories, the times when you successfully turned a negative thought into a positive affirmation, or the moments when you felt a surge of gratitude even amidst difficulty. These victories, though they may seem minor in isolation, collectively form the foundation of a transformed life. Every thought counts, and you hold the power to choose which thoughts will shape your reality and determine the quality of your life. As you reach the end of this message, remember that your journey to a positive mindset is ongoing and that each day presents new opportunities to overcome negativity and embrace hope. If you found this message helpful and inspiring, please like and subscribe to Daily Positivity. Join our community for daily doses of encouragement and practical tips that empower you to live your best life. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a willing spirit, and let your transformation be a beacon of hope and inspiration to everyone around you.